Good afternoon, students. What I'm going to show you now is how you are going to create your video. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to Screencastify, of course. That is that little arrow up here, the little pink arrow. And you're going to select to record your screen with an embedded webcam. So that's what I'm doing right now. See, the embedded webcam shows my face. And the screen shows, obviously, your screen. And what your task is going to be is this. So you're going to go to your weekly learning plan as you usually do. And of course, the directions are here, which is where you found this video. So I'm not going to show you that. But from there, you're going to go to this assignment this week. It's going to say explain how to graph video assignment. So this is your video assignment called explain how to graph. You're going to click on this, each one of you. And literally, you're going to create a video in which you explain to me how you graph 4 lines. But it's not really me. I'm not your audience. I know how to graph 4 lines. Let's read the directions. It says, record a video of yourself explaining how to graph 4 linear functions. Pretend you are teaching this to a 7th grader and not just talking to your teacher. Each graph requires a separate explanation. So that's all you're doing. It's kind of like a quiz, but you're doing it by talking through it instead of writing it. Be sure to use the required vocabulary that you find on each slide. And lastly, for each slide, be sure to include a Bob Has real-life scenario that is modeled by the graph. So let me show you the 4 graphs that you're going to have to do. You're going to have to graph this guy, and this one, and this one, and slide number 5, also this one. So you're going to graph these 4 and explain how to do it. I'm going to give you a demonstration. This is called the demo slide, so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So I'm going to pretend that I'm you, and I'm going to explain how to graph this. I'm going to say, okay, in order to graph the equation y equals negative 2/3 x plus 1, the first thing I have to do is I have to find the y-intercept. The y-intercept is 1 because this is like y equals mx plus b, and that right there, the b is the 1. So my graph is going to start at 1. You know what? And I can even put a dot there to kind of keep track of it. So I can grab this dot and I can just put it right here. All right, so that's my first point. Oh, wait a minute. That's the y-intercept. My bad. I have to put it over there, don't I? There, that's better. And now my slope is negative 2/3. So from here, it's going to go down 2 and then over 3. Down 2, over 3. To help me keep track, I'm going to grab another one of these points and just go down 2, over 3. And I'm going to drop them right there. All right, now you can keep going, of course. You don't need to put all these points on there. But again, I'm going to go down 2 and over 3. So I'm rising negative 2, and I'm running 3, so to speak. Remember that the rise, the top number, tells you if you go up or down. The bottom number is always to the right. So there you go. So let's see. If I mentioned all the vocabulary words, I mentioned the word line, I mentioned the word slope, I talked about rise over run, I mentioned the y-intercept, and now I just need to give a Bob Has question besides making the line. So let me make the line first. And to do that, I can use this tool right here. I'm going to use the arrow one. And I'm going to go this way. And of course, it also goes the other way. So I'm going to keep it going both ways. And that's a good thing. You should make it go both ways as well. So this is going to go, let's see. I got to make sure I get it right. It's going to look like that. So you know what? It's a little bit off. So I don't really like the way that is. This needs to be a little bit higher. I don't like that. So maybe what we'll do instead is we'll click on this and I'm just going to extend this one out. See, that makes it a lot better. There we go. That's a lot better. So I can check it. Now, down 2 over 3 is the same thing as backwards 3 up 2, backwards 3 up 2. So yeah, I'm very good on this one now. This looks perfect. I can put a few more points in there. So now the last thing I need to do is I need to say Bob Has question. So this would be, for example, the equation Bob has $1 or whatever, and he loses 2/3 of a dollar per week, I could say. Although losing 2/3 of a dollar is a little bit weird. So I could say, you can make it up, anything you want. It could be refrigerators, it could be dogs, cats, and stuff like that. So he has $1 and he loses 2/3 of a dollar per week. Or you could say that Bob has $1 and every 3 weeks, he loses another $2. See? Every 3 weeks, he loses another 2. Every 3 weeks, he loses another 2. So Bob has $1, and every 3 weeks, he loses another $2. Or you could say he's losing 2/3 of a dollar per week if you'd want. So that's it. That's what you're going to do. You're just going to talk me through it, or talk a 7th grader through it, saying, here's how you graph this thing. You start by doing the y-intercept, then you find your slope, which is the rise over the run, and then you plot some points, and then you connect them, and there you go. So that's all you have to do this week, is show me that you could explain this to a 7th grader. Okay? Once you're done with that, of course, you're going to turn this in, your video, in at the assignment. You're going to attach it as a what? When you go over to your assignment here, it's going to say, well, I don't have it, but up here it's going to ask you to attach something to this assignment. And then you're going to do that. Okay. You've done it before, so I don't need to show you that. That's it. If you have questions, please ask. Otherwise, that's what you got to do. I'm now going to stop recording this video. Talk to you later. Bye, guys. How do I stop the silly thing? Okay, I'm not very good at Chromebooks. Well, I'm doing this on a Chromebook so I can make sure I show you how to do it, but stop recording. How do I stop? Oh, there it goes. It was just a delay. Okay.